How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Dyson Sphere Program. Hope you guys have been enjoying the series so far. If you guys have, you guys know to do all those fun things. Smash the like button if you haven't already. Consider subscribing, it really helps out the channel. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns for me, leave those down below. And with all of that out of the way, let's get into today's episode. So for those of you who have been either following along with Dyson by playing the game yourself or just by watching the videos, the developer has finally announced a release date for the new DLC that's coming out, or a new update. Basically, it's coming out in December, which we knew it was happening in December. But now we have a solid date. The day of it is December 15th. Rise of the Dark Fog. At least that's when it's supposed to come out. It is a free update, which is important, and it's pretty much like one of their first major updates, which is going to be awesome. It's going to be adding in the enemy factions, and it's going to be adding a few other things, but overall I think it's going to be really positive for the gameplay loop, especially for anybody who's been playing the game since day one, since release. Just because this really is one of those types of games where, like, the vanilla core aspects are really good, but there's only really so far you can go with it until it just becomes monotonous. I've really enjoyed our time so far, although trying to get the damn oil and the deuterium to work properly have been a pain in the ass. And we'll actually see some of that later in this episode, because I might have done an oopsie on the oil here, and then that kind of compounded into an oopsie in the deuterium production, because somebody may or may not have accidentally started putting fuel on the hydrogen line. Yeah, it caused a lot of issues, and like I said, we'll see that here in a minute. In other news, you will probably be watching this. If you're watching this at the time of release, this will be Black Friday, or the day after Thanksgiving. So yeah, and then of course if you're an international viewer, then Thanksgiving probably means diddly squat to you, and you're probably thinking, what do you mean this is just another Friday for me? But yeah, so that's when this is releasing. I hope everybody had a good holiday. And for any international viewers, hope you guys have had a good Thursday. Other than that, trying to think of some other things that are going on. In terms of what's gonna happen probably over the next couple weeks, because I do have finals coming up, episodes for things are probably gonna get a little wishy-washy for a bit. I'm guessing only 2, maybe 3 episodes of stuff will come out a week, so it's probably gonna be a lot of RimWorld for a little bit, just because recording Minecraft and Dyson do require a lot more time, whereas RimWorld is just a one and done take, which takes me 20 minutes to do, versus this and Minecraft, which takes setup time and just other prep. Minecraft especially, because I have to prep a lot of things for that, versus something like RimWorld. So Minecraft and or this will probably be put on hold for a little bit. I mean, I'm gonna try to get them recorded as I go, but they're less likely to come out versus the RimWorld series and stuff. Other than that sort of bit of news, we are getting close to finishing up this series. I've still not really decided what I want to do when the new update comes out, if I want to restart entirely or if I just want to basically take this world. From what I understand, I'm probably going to have to restart if I want to take part in any of the new content, versus trying to continue this save, just because the way most updates work is they usually brick your saves, especially when they overhaul a lot of things. So I doubt, and they probably have said it, I just probably haven't seen it, that we won't be able to play on this save with the new update. We'll have to play on a new world, which what I might end up doing is, if that's the case, I'll probably still finish up this playthrough, even if we don't finish it necessarily before the update comes out. We should, but again, you never know. Some of this stuff this episode was taking a lot longer than I really wanted it to, this being one of them with the blueprinting. So what I'll probably do in any event is I'll finish this series off, you know, give it a proper send off. We won't just abruptly cancel it. And then I'll start the new DLC as soon as I finish this world. But the only caveat with that is we're just going to do it in a way that allows that, yeah, I'm probably just going to start it, but it's not going to be in the same format that the series was, where it was pretty much you get to see everything. Just because some of the things, like what I'm working on right now, don't really matter in terms of being seen every single series. It's more of a, okay, well, we saw it once, awesome, and then going forward in that new series, little things like this will be cut out, and we'll mainly just go over like designing builds and I don't know the full aspect. I think the new series will primarily just revolve around any and all new mechanics and things that we have to do relating to that, instead of like me tearing apart the factory to do little things. But of course that series we'll have to see. But I'm guessing it will be a little bit shorter than this one. You've probably already seen the colossal fuck up that I did just now when I was placing those refineries down, that I forgot to put the filters on some of those things. And if you pay attention to that hydrogen line, you'll probably see some fuel oil going on it. Refined fuel. Yep, there it goes, right there. You got it for a second, and I yeah, didn't realize it until about now when I went, oh crap. And then went, uh-oh, trace back. Okay, where's it coming from? So I was like, okay, let's stop it from going anywhere. And I'm like, okay, let's see. It's not anything here. All these filters are set. I'm like, okay, maybe it was one of the ones further down. And, you know, I keep checking. I'm like, okay, there's no fuel oil anywhere here. So instead of continuing to check all the way down, I'm like, okay, well, let's check the other side. And then, of course, I was like, oh, cool, annihilation cores, which all of these things are brand new to me. I have never seen or used them. And so then I'm just like, okay, where's the mess up? And then I go, oh, crap. So needless to say, make sure when you're blueprinting things like this that are immediately going into production or activation, filters are set properly. Because I'm like, oh, okay, we'll just clean out the little bit of fuel oil, we'll reconnect, and we'll be squared away. Then I go, okay, well, where does this line connect? And then I go, oh, shit. Because what happens is the fuel oil gets like there's an internal belt that you can't clear off. And so then I have to figure out how I'm going to clean it off. So I'm like, okay, well, let's go through and clean off everything else. And then part of the reason science has slowed down is because apparently fuel oil has been filling areas for a while. So it wasn't just a recent screw up. Or at least I hope it wasn't a recent screw up. So pretty much a lot of what I've had to do now is tear apart our entire deuterium production facility, because every little part, and this is me right now trying to figure out, okay, is there a quick way I could just clean it out? I'm like, nope, I have to bake. I have to break the thing so that way we can find it. Now, it's hard to quickly figure out, just because on any of the ones where the output side is blocked, we have to wait. And then, of course, the problem is, well, on the internal buffer there, on that long internal line, there's still fuel oil on it. So I have to go clear it off. Well, I'm like, okay, let me disconnect this so no new hydrogen is added, so I can kind of freely clear it off. It mainly appears to have affected this section, but there was some on this section that was also affected. And I can't tell you how much of a pain in the ass it is when it comes to trying to clear this out. This clip is sped up, but I assure you this took me a long time. Probably about, I think, about an hour and a half to clear out just this build. It was painful doing, by the way. It was something I don't wish on anybody. But while we're clearing these things out, let's I guess revisit some of the things for the channel that are up and coming. So more than likely after this series, we're just gonna replace it with another Dyson series, but focused primarily around the DLC. Minecraft is also getting really close to the end, so I'm guessing within two to three more episodes of that, we'll be really close to finishing it off. And I think that we're going to replace with either a satisfactory playthrough or replace it with something else. I'm not sure yet. If you guys have any recommendations for what we should replace it with, by all means, leave that down below. And if it's a game I have, well, then there's a higher likelihood that I'll do it versus a game that I don't have. Although it is Black Friday and or like a cyber sales coming up in the winter sale. So if you have any recommendations for a game you would like me to play as a series, now's a great time to recommend those things, because I will be a lot more likely to pick it up now during this time of the year. Or really anytime there's a Steam sale for a game, if of course you're watching this in the far-flung future. If there's a game I haven't played yet on the channel, or a game you would like to see me play, and especially if it's one I don't have, recommending it during or when it's on sale is a lot more likely for me to get it. I will say, though, there are some games I probably just won't get if it's a type of game or a genre I don't play. For instance, I don't typically play horror games, although horror games for me are more, if I'm playing with friends, I find it more appealing, just because horror games don't interest me in single player. But they do add value, in my opinion, if I'm playing with a group of friends. There's also a lot of group games that I enjoy playing, but as to which the video ability of those games isn't super apparent all the time, as much as it is with games like this, or like Minecraft or Factorio, where I can just like turn it into a series. But of course, like I said, if there's any and all recommendations, we'll do it. I am gonna probably have a bit of a shorter episode today, just because all the footage is me cleaning this out. I wish I would have gotten more things done in the recording session for this, but I just didn't. And so instead of continuing the video for another 20 minutes, yes, I have 20 more minutes of footage, I don't want to put you guys through that. And there's only so many things I can talk about what's going on. We're cleaning more of these damn machines out. It's like when sand gets in something, and anybody in the military who's ever been deployed to the Middle East knows sand in certain things do not mix at all. Good luck cleaning it out. This is what that felt like for me. But yeah, I'm gonna cut it here, so it's, you know, a little bit of a shorter kind of holiday-esque video, but I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, you guys know what to do. Smash the like button and all those fun things, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one, and as always, peace out.